Welcome to the 2025 Star Wars Armada World Championship Tournament at AdeptiCon. You are watching all the tabletop action here on Ion Radio. This live broadcast is brought to you by Atomic Mass Games, AdeptiCon, Kuwat Drive Yards, manufacturer of the EF-76 Nebulon B escort frigate and the Simoon 1 refit kits for the Imperial Star Destroyer. Sinar Fleet Systems, a full lineup of TIE starfighters for any mission type. Try the new TIE Interceptor today. And KDY's Venator Star Destroyer, Svati's not included. And here are your hosts, Ken Krajniak and Garrett Vance.
Ion Radio is on the air from the Baird Center in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's the 2025 Star Wars Armada World Championship Tournament here at AdeptiCon, brought to you exclusively by Ion Radio. Hello everyone, I'm Ken along with Garrett Vance. Garrett, how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome, Ken. I had a break for
you did have
Mars
a break.
subbed in for me, and I had some lunch. I feel fantastic.
So I'm going to be chomping on a pretzel here. We are paying attention to any potential audio issues that we may have. So if you are in the chat, please let us know how we look, how we sound, and everything else. And then that way we can make changes accordingly. So hopefully we have no interruptions, and we can move along. Let's talk about the match that we got, and then I'm going to bring up fleets while you're doing that.
Perfect. All right, folks, we have top table here. This is a Utah battle. So this is so Matt from last round against Ularnum from Utah. Now Colin and Joseph are both from Utah. So I've broken it down. Now we're doing city battles of Utah. Provo versus Woodstock. So Colin, known as Outbound Flight, all right, on the Discord. He is from Woodstock. He's been playing this specific Sloan fleet for 2 weeks, and his interesting information he'd like you to know is that Pittix are dumb, and I couldn't agree more. Joseph, also from Utah, Provo, he's been flying his CIS TF-1726 fleet for 6 months, and his fun fact is he's from Utah.
So the fun fact here is that they're both from Utah.
That's right. Utah representing hard at this tournament right now.
All right. Okay. Sounds good. Do you want to go through the Imperial fleet, or do you want to go through the CIS fleet?
I want to do this Imperial fleet because this Sloan squad ball is interesting.
All right, go for it.
All right. So Colin, he's got an ISD Kuwat with Admiral Sloan, Admiral Montefrat, boarding troopers, ECMs, leading shots, X-Rax, and Sovereign. All right, already a unique Sloan flagship. He's got the Quasar 1 with Cheranu, that 10-point awesome admiral that allows you to get your squadrons out, flight controllers, boosted comms, and Squall. His Gazanti has parts resupply on it. Now here's the best part. He's got Darth Vader, TIE Defender, Colonel Jin and Merrick, obviously. He's got Mauler Mythal, which is not going to help him as much in this round because he's fighting squadless. But he does have that blue non-bomber die for Sloan. And then he's got Saber Squadron, of course, and then 2 TIE Advance, which are just black non-bombers. And that's usually not something you put in a Sloan list, but being able to have escorts to protect your important aces is super important. And then he has Black Squadron, who's another escort, and he does have blue non-bomber.
Awesome. There's a handshake, so the game's going to get started into round 1. We'll get you an update on speeds and everything else in just a minute. We're going to continue going through these lists. These lists, by the way, are brought to you by AdeptiCon. So I'm going to go through the CIS list. This is Joseph Morton's list, and we're going to actually adjust it just a little bit because sometimes T4 does not give us what we want. All right, there we go. So Joe Morton has a TF-1726 fleet. It's a Providence carrier with Rune Hakau, thermal shields, intensify firepower, B-2 rocket troopers, assault proton torpedoes, and XI-7 turbo lasers. We have a reticent. Is this our first CIS fleet that we? No, we've had Trench on.
No, we've had I think 2 CIS fleets.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, now that you know what, it's because we haven't had TF yet.
That's right. This is the first TF and the only TF.
And the only TF. So, did any one of us have a TF in the Admirals game?
No, we did not.
So we're going to see how well this one does. Second ship, Reticent Light Destroyer, Patriot Fists, with TKs, or Teaks, or Tickles, or whatever you want to call them.
Nice.
Veteran gunners, B-2 rocket troopers, assault proton torpedoes once again, and swivel mount batteries. And then we've got another Reticent Light Destroyer with Shumai, gunnery team, B-2 rocket troopers, assault proton torpedoes, swivel mount batteries, and the Nova Defiant title. This list comes in at 396 points. Garrett, who wound up going first?
So we've got Colin, who chose to go first, which of course he wants to be. He's Sloan, right? And then he's playing Joseph's Solar Corona. And I think the Solar Corona is definitely on our left side of the screen here, okay? So he's firing into that. He can't use his first accuracy that's rolled in his initial pool. And, you know, Solar Corona, Colin had to deploy all first. All his ships got put down at speed 3. And then this TF fleet obviously wants to catch this ISD and absolutely hammer it from long distance, swiveling in those blacks and then getting those assault proton torpedoes to show up so that he can really hammer down on important critical effects.
I was going to say something really intelligent, and Garrett, it came and it went.
Well, you're trying to look up Nova Defiant's title here, which is a good idea. Not a lot of people fly Nova Defiant as a title, because not a lot of people fly 2 Reticents. They usually just fly the 1 Patriot Fist.
Patriot Fist, that is true. So you know what, maybe what I should do is I will bring up Nova Defiant on the screen for everyone to take a look at. We can talk about that while we're doing some movement here in turn 1. Because I think that would be a good thing to just give everyone a little bit of a refresher in terms of what is and is not, what we could be potentially expecting. How does that sound?
I like it. All right. So Nova Defiant. When you are deployed, you must choose one of each type of command token for this card. Your command value is increased to 4, which, you know, all of a sudden you got to plan a lot harder.
Right.
You can be assigned more than one of each type of command token, which is pretty awesome, kind of like the executor title for the SSD. And when you reveal a command, you may discard all the tokens from this card to gain them. And that's a pretty awesome ability, getting a repair, a nav, a squad, and a confire token all at once.
Now we are going to see these ships slowly move into screen here in a second.
Let me find out where Shumai's tokens are. What rounds is Shumai labeled as? 3 and 5, that's pretty standard. That's
all right. So Nova Defiant, 2 navs, repair or engineering, and a confire.
Yep.
So that's where we're sitting there, and I'm curious to see if he grabs all of them. Well, he'll grab. Well, you might as well grab all of them once. I love the paint job on this. Let's actually look at these Imperial ships. Those are pretty.
Yes. Colin's ships are, he's got a black, silver, and blue theme. They look pretty awesome. His squadrons are also painted to match.
Yes. So it's got this, would you call it maybe first order-ish type paint job?
Maybe. I'm thinking Chiss Ascendancy, personally.
Chiss Ascendancy could, well, red engines. Yeah.
Let's see. So, this fleet, this ISD is also famous. This is part of Colin's COG fleet from last year, where he also flew the same ISD on stream. All right, ISD keeps moving forward.
Taking a nav token.
Now this TF fleet can absolutely hammer dice down, so I'll be really curious to see how Colin plans to avoid losing his Quasar when they start shooting at it. Lots of command token control happening on TF side. Speed 3 Providence, trying to get all ships on target. That's right. Colin told me he was making plans on how to counter Patrick's home once Radis list. So that's what he was thinking about when he built this.
And ignore me, I'm eating a pretzel. Having
Yes,
lunch finally.
Ken was busy at lunch, getting stuff done.
There is a lot of that.
All right, here we go. Darth Vader coming in onto the side of the Providence.
Oh, Hochtal, you've apparently practiced this fleet with Corsac, or with Colin rather.
All right, here we go. Two
$1 million
reds.
question is, how good is it?
Please share pretzels with the audience. Here he comes.
That's a blank. Whoa.
He is firing into the EWS, so it is obstructed.
I tell you what, if you want pretzels with you're part of the audience, you have to come to the booth. Salvo
back,
2
hits.
Well, 3 because of the crit.
Oh, what am I doing? There's no early warning system on this, just thermals.
Race down to 1. Oh, that was 2 then? Not 1? Infamous basement. Oh, interesting.
All right, picking out his next squadron to go here. All right, Jendon's moving forward to tap.
So that might be Merrick moving, yeah. Judge is looking on. This is top table. This is table 1 right now, I believe, isn't it?
This is table 1.
Maul or Mythol?
These look like Saber Squadron.
Saber coming in.
Saber's very susceptible to flak, especially that double black flak from the carrier. All right, TIE Advance coming forward. They are speed 4. These are both challenging opponents, Hochtel, as you know. All right, status phase now. Parts resupply has been refreshed. We're moving into round 2.
We're moving right along, aren't we? You know what we should do? Here, let's go back to presenter view real quick.
I can do it.
And we're just going to, again, say a couple things, mostly to see, are we in sync right now, audio-wise?
Can the audience let us know, does my words move with my mouth?
That's a good question. I would personally like to know, because I'm monitoring the log files right now.
Excellent.
So, yeah, but let's get back to the action, because they're just about done setting their dials. So we should, yes, what? Yes, we're synced? Yes, the words match.
Yes, perfect.
His mouth, yes. All right. So 15 minutes in, we're good. Awesome.
Excellent, excellent.
When I re-release these episodes later, we will take care of Sovereign's title.
Being used, changing tokens. Both repair tokens from that parts resupply are made in the squad tokens now.
A regular boy band. Thanks.
I don't have the hair for a boy band.
I don't think I do either. I got the beard.
You got way more hair than I do, all right? You should share some.
I mean, Garrett, if you would like, next time I get a haircut, I'll bring some in like a little baggie for you.
Thank you. Well, I'll go to Turkey and have them transplant it.
Parts resupply on the Gozer.
Sending more tokens out for Sovereign to take advantage of.
Splitting it,
Yep.
keeping one for itself, or throwing the other one to the ISD. Our nav. We have a good, there we go.
Good view of it. Well done. We're about to see a serious Sloan activation here.
I think you're right. Usually Sloan's going to be turn 2, sometimes turn 3. Keeping there was a nav, I believe, as a dial.
Yep. These Recusants can turn and move fast.
You know, the Recusant's one of the ships with the
crazy nav chart.
I was going to say the craziest nav chart. I think they have.
They can pull off
every ship in the game.
The wildest shots with their arc lines and how they can move that natural double.
Yeah. There's that bell again.
There's a beer cart heading by. He does look like he has close on the Quasar, so the Quasar's going to need to get out of the way next time.
Can we confirm if that was actually close range, or was it just out? To the Quasar. Okay, just out.
Outside of close. And that is Nova Defiant there next to the Quasar.
Does he have Mauler? Yes, Mauler Mythal is in
Mauler.
the list. We can probably pinpoint where he is. I don't know.
Mauler is next to Saber on the station there, I think.
So let's see, stations. That'd be right here? No, right here, right?
Yeah, I think that's him.
Right here. Squad command. I believe that's for the Quasar.
All right, here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go Sloan, boys. We're trying to burn some tokens.
We're going to stick with our racing analogies here. All right, cool. We do that. We're good. We're very good.
Yeah, bring up Colin's list one more time for everybody to look at here.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'll appraise everybody of the squadron situation. We can keep both on the board here. It's like Mauler Mythal. Yep, Mauler coming in.
Patriot's Fist, I believe, is the one on the fleet's right flank.
So when we're looking at the board, it's the one on the left.
Yeah, one on the left on the television set, one on the right.
Here we go, Sloan, one hit in. Gonna take it on the left-hand side of the Providence. 2 shields on the left. Next squadron. I believe this is Saber. Yep, Saber comes in.
I've identified which one's Patriot Fist. It's not that die.
Re-roll. Nope, I miss. You can re-roll crits of Sloan, but can't re-roll them twice. Thank God. It's hard to see now, but Nova Defiant's the one with all the command tokens on it. Here's a good camera angle for you.
Yeah, that actually would probably be the
command tokens galore.
There, yeah.
All right, third squadron heading out here. Black Squadron.
100% core set. We have to absolutely use the telestrator. It beats the arrows we had last year.
That's right. Oh, there it is. He says Sloan the brace, so that's an exhausted brace. Salvo back. That's dangerous. He can get rid of that salvo.
Salvo 2.
2. Black Squadron only has 3 health, so he's down to 1 now. I love Providence carrier flak.
Currently, tournament scores. Colin is in first with 18 tournament points. Merrick Steele being activated.
Here we go.
Joe has... he's rolled a
there
double
it is.
crit.
Wanted that accuracy real bad to shred that brace.
He did. Joe's sitting at 17 tournament points, so this could go either way. You still want to have a big win, though, here, because this is round 3 of day 2.
Yep. So he's taking it. 0 shields on the left of the Providence. All right, Jendon. Probably going to tap Merrick. The Providence does not have PDIC.
Yeah, no PDIC.
Here we go. Merrick Steele again. There it is.
Double.
Wow. Brace has been eliminated and a hit for the crit.
Wow. You know, Sloan and Merrick are a dangerous combination. And
everybody
tack
knows
in
the pain.
Jendon.
Yep.
Okay. Face down damage.
Contain the crit.
Yep.
And that was Colin moving Merrick Steele back onto the station. Cazares taking shots at the Recusant. Hitting an accuracy. Just a redirect to the left-hand side of the Recusant. Cazares is going to ram the flotilla, and the flotilla takes the damage.
We probably zoom in at some point. Which one in particular do you want? You want stills? Well, that we can get stills for you later.
Probably have to check out the Discord.
Yeah. Kuat is not in trouble.
The Kuat is, those Recusants are stuck in the room with that boarding trooper's Kuat, not the other way around. It's dangerous. Now listen, the Quasar, that could be in trouble.
Providence Engineering.
Yep.
Getting her shields back up.
Gets 3 shields back of those 6 points. Time for the flacking.
Yeah.
2 damage.
2.
Black Squadron is eliminated. 2 damage. B2s are activated. This takes out Saber Squadron. 3 damage. B2s not only do raids, they are great against squadrons.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're throwing the extra dice.
Hitting Vader. Vader evades.
1.
Still takes the damage. I think that puts Vader down to 4 health.
I think you're right. Another 2.
Smaller scattles.
Smaller.
Scatters.
Scatters.
Scatter.
You're the one that just took a break here, Garrett.
I know, right? And I feel great. Whatever.
I'm just glad we got these nice chairs.
That's right. I'm locked in. Don't worry. Here we go.
Missed that, but it was a miss.
Obstructed shot, miss, just a red, shooting at the front of the Kuat.
Speed 2 now
2
on the...
with a nav token.
On the Providence. No title on the Providence. Titles on both Recusants.
Providence is pretty lean. It's got TF on it, Rune Hako, thermal shields, IF, B2 rocket troopers, APTs, and XI7s.
Colin on the top of the screen Show
Now,
on
if
the
he
bottom.
moves this Providence in range, Colin is first player, and he can get that Kuat in a real sweet spot to do exceptional damage on it. It has no brace token.
Yeah, because of all the Sloan taking offings.
That's right.
Is that a phrase, taking offings?
Taking offings. I like it. It's coins. Trademarks.
All right, there we go.
Vader gets overlapped. Move him into the best position possible now.
Yeah.
He does not want to get flacked by the Recusant. That forward rec is in a lot of arcs. Quasar, Gazanti, and ISD.
Looks like 4, the side of the Gozer, the side of the ISD, double arced on the medium range between the Providence and the ISD.
ISD still hasn't activated, however.
No, not yet.
Navigating the Kuat. Vader's rogue.
He is rogue. And he did some damage the last game. And red dice are still rolling pretty hot. So what are you thinking when you see these double Recusant and the Providence coming at you, Garrett?
Well, I'm worried about obviously getting insane criticals from the assault project torpedoes. I think that's what I'm concerned about most. A projector misalign, or discard defense tokens, or can't
Squad
have
token
command
being
tokens.
spent.
Anything that's a critical that can damage my ship without me ever starting to take damage through the shields. It just ruins your day. And he's got 2 of these that can do it, I believe. Yeah,
Well,
they both have swivels and they both have APTs.
All of them have APTs. The 2 Recusants have swivels. The Providence has XI7s.
And Colin has no way to cancel die.
No,
He's got Montefrat, but that's not going to help.
but that's pretty much, speed 3, I think?
Speed 3 obstruction until he gets over a obstacle, I believe.
Right.
And
And
he
that's
might
removed.
clip this station to get a better position on the Providence. Looks like we're checking for obstruction to the side of the Providence.
No shots from the side. No, it's just out of range.
That's right, because the side of the Kuat, I believe, is a red, blue, and 2 blacks.
I believe you are correct.
Okay, so we're going to see.
Yep. Red, blue, 2 blacks. All right, he's sending in the TIE Advance to attack. Black Dawn Bomber. That's a miss.
Nothing.
And that was from the squadron token that he had on the ship. All right,
Front to side.
front to side.
Pulling dice out of the tray. He just tossed his bad die. Went into dice jail. Here comes the roll. 3 crits and a blank.
It's pretty good.
Redirected off to the side. My apologies. He was hit on the side, rotated to the rear, so nothing on the rear, 1 left on the side.
It was very clutch that he
None
had
on the rear and 1 taken off the side.
It was very clutch that he had that repair command ready to go to get those 3 shields back. All right, now
Now
we're
get the side to side.
think we're doing a side shot into the Providence or Recusant, perhaps.
Oh, I'm on.
All right, here we go.
Dice removed.
If I'm getting speed 3, it's obstructed unless I have a
Obstructed.
They're discussing Montefrat right now.
There's your one single hit.
Evade. Here he goes to line it up. He wants to box in this Providence. He is going to take a monstrous hit from Patriot's Fist, though.
Everything's still on the... No, what was taken off the table? We have...
Black Squadron, and Saber Squadron.
Saber.
Beautiful move. Beautiful double arc on this Providence.
Still a 6-5 game, but we're also only in round 2. Patriot Fist. Nav takes it as a token.
Yep. It's time.
Tykes with the repair.
He knows pain is coming in the future.
Yep.
Swivels are activated. Focus token has been applied. Here we go.
Okay, red is dropped for the obstruction.
From Montefrat.
One hit only.
An amazing roll so far. Patriot's Fist, the
PF
2
with-
blues.
yep.
He's going to swivel in here. He does have vet gunners on board.
You're an average. I would roll it. Yeah.
Here we go.
And we increase to 5. No crits, but you got the double in there.
There it is. There's a swivel.
Yeah.
Oh!
Swivel with the blacks.
APTs. And there's my worst nightmare.
That's
Brace to 4. Find out what this crit is, though.
redirecting. And then we get a crit. And he's got to make a decision on where to move it to. Going to the
APT
right,
first.
APT.
Structural
damage. Hey, there's another structural damage.
Put it on the counter, Ken.
That goes on the counter. We do not have a structural damage counter yet. I will make one. That is the 4th structural damage, though, just for those keeping tabs.
Two shields on the front, 1 shield left on the right-hand side after that, and 2 damage to the hull now.
So here's a thought I just had. The thing people keep asking on stream, how many structural damage cards have been pulled, and how many coffees has Ken had? I think we need a little mini scoreboard for
Are
that.
they tied?
They're
5 and
currently
5?
tied at 4 and 4.
4 and 4. You need to catch up on the coffee.
Well, you know, as soon as I'm done with some Gatorade here, I'm going to be switching to another cup of coffee. So. A card with emotional damage.
Yeah, it's called Projector Misaligned.
Or being on the opposing side of
That's
a
right.
Sloan fleet.
The ISD was shot by Patriot's Fist there. Yes, the Providence is indeed in trouble without a brace.
All right, front to, hang on, 2 hits. That's front to front of the Providence.
That's Vader.
Yep.
He is a bomber. Ty Advance is shooting, I think, at the Recusant. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Salvo with the Recusant. I believe it just has blue salvo. Yep. Oh, pretty good. 1 damage. That leaves that a Ty Advance on 4.
I'm going to...
Colin is player 1.
Colin being the umpire.
All right, status phase, refreshing our swivels he's refreshing those swivels because he wants to take a double arc shot here now that we're at close range of that Kuat.
Going into turn 3. While we're here, turn 3, we're 36 minutes in. For folks watching the stream, take a quick look. Our Garrett and I should, in theory, be in sync with the camera. We are on camera.
I was about to reach behind me and grab another energy drink.
That's okay. You could do that if you want. People want to see what we do.
Listen, I'm going to wait till we're off screen, okay? I don't want to be judged.
Well, we'll know in just a minute here because we've just appeared live to you guys because of the delay. So let us know if there's a delay or not, and we'll be back. Sovereign.
Providence has TF, and the Kuat has Sloan.
Nav on the Quasar.
And the Kuat has squadrons.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's for.
Engineering purposes, repairing shields.
We're gonna send over.
Squads
we're gonna
to run
send
away.
some boarding stormtroopers over.
There is about a half. Okay, someone says there's a half second. Someone says there's no delay.
Interesting. Conflicting. Hopefully it stays. I'll take a half second over 10. All right, here we go. Boarding troopers, let's go.
While they're thinking, I'm going to take a second to try something to see if it resyncs us. So we're going to go blank for about a second and a half.
Redirect is exhausted, and this contain on green. The Kuat has a squadron value of 2.
That was an intentional drop.
The command was squadron, right? Yeah. All right. Here goes Merrick Steele. Two blues. There's the accuracy. Redirect has been slowed. Jendon's going to activate and probably tap Merrick. Two accuracies. Turns one into the crit.
Sorry. I thought you were on the board. Okay, I'll have to sell.
What are we doing now?
Okay, so we have slown the salvo, we have slown the redirect. It only has a green contain left at this moment. All right, next squadron here.
We do.
Oh, sorry, only 2 squads can go. I apologize.
We do have a question here, Garrett.
What's up?
And the question is, hang on, I had it.
He boarding trooper the Providence.
Yes. Can the ISD slip in between these two?
I don't know, and I probably don't think so.
I'm thinking this is either just gonna fit,
The side shot is obstructed.
or it might not. I don't know. But I mean, here's another thing to consider: is right now there's a double arc from the ISD.
Here we go. This is the side shot. Or maybe the side shot wasn't obstructed. Side shot not obstructed, is that what you said? Oh yeah, not obstructed. We're taking damage. Targeting disruptor. All right. This is going to be the front to front. Oh, man.
Got it.
He's still got X-Rack
Crit.
in the banks.
And do we have swivels on this shot or no?
No, this is the Kuat into the Providence, and
right.
it
All the way
does
around.
kill it.
Providence is gone.
It had no shields, and already had 2 damage on it.
Ouch.
7.
To answer the previous question, can the ISD fit between the two CIS ships? Yes.
Yes, he sure can.
Yes, it can.
The new 2 CIS ships.
The remaining 2.
TF1726 is eliminated.
Yep. So that raid is not going to do very much.
Sloan strikes again.
I didn't realize that the Providence was that far gone.
And what's amazing now, Ken, is he still has the X-Frax for his next shot
next
on
shot.
Patriot's Fist.
So
He
next
rolled
turn's gonna be
exactly what he
interesting.
needed, 7 damage after he got 2 damage for the side shot.
Yeah, we went over that
So I think. What's Joe doing here? He's. Yeah, I think he's intentionally ramming,
I believe so.
backing up. Yep. Bonk, bonk.
Oh. Misses the station. Oh, he did land on the station. He did hit the station, right?
Yeah, so he would have landed on and dropped.
Oh, no station. Okay. And Montefrat is gone
Yeah, because of the ram.
because of the ram.
And are we in long or just out? So I think he's out of range from the side.
I think you're right,
PF
Corsac. I
might
think
be
PF
in
is in
danger,
danger.
And that's a huge, huge set of points.
If Patriot Fitz goes
For Colin.
down, even if he takes out the Quasar, this game's in the bag for Colin.
Nova Defiant being activated.
Confire and
Confire.
Nova.
Collins first, right?
Colin is first player. Now, what's really annoying about Patriot's Fitz position right now is its front arc is in its own solar corona.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Firing at the Kuat.
Oh, you can set
Oh, we got to put. They forgot the dice tray. Hold up, they're putting them in.
They're putting them in.
Whoa, what a roll! More red doubles,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
This is something's off. There's too many doubles being rolled.
Wow, Swivels.
Swivels comes in with another hit.
He's trying to get that assault proton torpedo. Oh, into
there-
blanks.
Blanks. Oof.
He does have Shumai. This is round 3.
This is round 3. Yeah,
Couldn't
there's
get the
Shumai.
crit.
No. Good timing on Shumai though.
Oh man. Well, he knew when he was going to make the engagement. Wow. It's a lot of damage still for Colin to deal with. So he's going to brace it. Brace to 3 and probably redirect to the rear.
Yeah.
All right,
Two to the
all
rear,
of the
one to the
shields.
side.
So we have no shields on the rear or right, and now we have 2 hull damage.
Left, no shields on the left, right?
Right-hand side of the ship. Here we go. This is into the
Front to
Quasar.
side. Yep.
Quasar? Kuat. This is the
Quasar. Yep.
This is into the
3,
Quasar.
4. So block the brace, redirecting to the front.
Oh, he blocked the brace, but that was side to side. No solar. I got to tell you, folks, Solar Corona is one of those objectives that often gets forgotten.
Quick reminder for those of us in the booth. Hey, Mars, do you recall which side is Solar Corona? Is it the dice tray side or is it the other side? Okay, no worries. No.
Yeah, we can't interfere.
We actually, I don't remember. We think it's.
I mean, it would only make sense.
I think it's the right side.
Well, the
of
right
the screen.
the left side of the screen would be the Corona because Colin deployed going into it.
Oh yeah.
So you want to
yeah.
take away Colin's accuracies.
Well, our job is to not correct them. Our job is to watch.
Patriot Fist has not gone yet. That's correct.
Squadron Command out of the Gazanti. Dan, you got to watch it ×2 speed if you're a couple minutes behind.
Go back, rewatch.
I don't know if the Kuwat's going to explode, but it could. There's still a lot of heavy hitting with those two separatist large ships.
Listen, the right Patriot's Fist roll could be real damaging. This is a TIE Advance.
That's one.
So that's one damage. Let's see what he decides to do here. Evade. Re-roll it.
To blank. All right, well, that was a worthwhile expenditure.
Another advance comes in here. Black Knob Bomber.
And there's another hit.
He is going to take it this time.
Yeah. Off the front of the Nova Defiant. Here comes another shot.
This is the Gazanti shooting at it.
Yeah, there's one.
He's taking another damage.
Now, is that double arc or is that, yep, double arc side to front.
Another hit.
Another hit. And there goes a face down damage.
He's taking it. That's correct. So you form your initial dice pool first, and then cards that add dice or confire dials, you roll your native pool, and then you add a dice in afterwards. And then after you've added all your dice, then do your reroll mechanics.
Correct. There are the situations where you will roll dice initially, add them to your initial pool. They actually specifically state that the printed armament is increased. So cards like Spinal Armament, Enhanced Armament, Expanded Launchers is another good example. Continuing to move here.
Confire with token Tykes.
Ooh,
Here we
double
go.
doubles.
Good roll. Turns that red into a hit with the old intensified firepower that is now on a sunken ship. That does last till the end of the round.
It does. Redirect. We have APT, so where he redirects has an impact. So
this, if he gets an incredible second shot here, this Kuwait might go down at once.
Ruptured engine.
Ruptured engine.
Now, if those curious, ruptured engine, if your speed is greater than 1, you suffer a damage. So,
here we go. Front shot.
Ooh.
He does have IF still.
Yeah. Oh, veteran gunners, a whole lot. That adds a couple.
Vet gunners, that's right. I'm looking at 2 wrecks in front of me here.
Yeah,
Vet gunners.
This is Patriot. Here's PF.
Let's see if they remember the Corona. Oh, he turns it into a hit.
Turn it into an accuracy.
burns a brace.
Contain as well. I think you said contain?
Takes an engineering raid for B2s.
Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 7 damage.
I think that puts the ISD up to 9.
Yeah. Is that 9 damage on the ISD, Mars? Yep, 9. Wow. There might be some problems here with the ISD.
Yep.
But it's got an opportunity to run because I think it activates.
I think Colin's really going to kick himself when I tell him about the Corona here after this game.
Yeah. Unless it is on the opposite side of the table.
Unless it is. Maybe we're just wrong.
I mean, it's possible. I missed that. Well, we were. They started a little earlier.
No, there's no blue dice. He did not Patriots Fist at close range.
Yeah, that was. Help me.
What? Oh, how he added in dice?
Yeah.
He didn't add in any. That was his normal roll. They're just at close range. The front of the light cruiser has 3 reds and 3 blacks, I think.
That's because it's a light cruiser, not a support destroyer.
Yeah, 4 reds, 2 blacks. Yeah.
That's why I was confused.
He also had a con fire dial.
Yeah, well, right. So you added that in. Yeah. IF would be in effect till the end.
I don't believe he had any raid tokens. Was TF ineffective in a round?
No, TF would not be.
I think
TF,
his ability goes away immediately, unlike
TF
Trench.
goes away. Intensify firepower, I believe, goes to the end of the round because that's till end of round.
All right, Squadron Command on the Quasar. All right, he's trying to hammer Nova Defiant here now.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Our bombing. Looking, thinking.
1 hit. He's got to take it.
Yep, there's 1 damage.
Vader. Vader into the front. 2 reds with Adept 2. And he's a bomber. Adept.
Hit
Ooh,
and
he's got an accuracy.
Joe making a decision how he wants to do this.
He's going to block the evade with it. He's taking a damage.
Yep.
That's 3. These things only have, what, 9 hull, I think?
9
8
on,
hull? I think they're just 8, right?
On a Recusant, they're
8, yeah.
Front to front from the Quasar.
All right, here we go. 3 blue dice ain't nothing.
Hit, crit, and an accuracy.
He can. He's blocking the redirect. He's bracing it to 1 and solid. He got another structural damage.
All right, well, now I got to drink another cup of coffee.
This puts him at 5 to the hole. He's salvoing back. Quasar takes 2.
And another.
He's going to shoot mine with 3.
Shoot my, yeah, that's make that.
Same thing.
Or that was intensify.
He re-rolled him.
Then he picked it up and swapped it.
That
That had to be intensified.
Yep.
This is his last shot I think he can use it with.
Yes, Pat's Fist does have 1 damage card from the Ram. All right, he's bracing it to 1 and takes the card.
It's up
All right,
to
next
10
shot.
now, right?
He's not going to do the side shot. He does not want to get soloed again.
And now we're moving up the Quasar.
The
Speed
Quasar
3.
is definitely dead.
Well, it's trying to move out of there now. I think we're getting closer to the end of turn 3. End of turn. We're refreshing all their pieces. And Garrett, I think it's been about 20 minutes. Should we do another audio sync check?
I guess we should. Let's try it out, folks.
All right, are you good? So yeah, we're gonna do our audio sync check for round 3, just testing to see if things are working.
Yes, so what's our kill count? So Providence is down, Black Squadron's down, Saber Squadron's down, Kuat has 9 damage on it.
9 damage
Nova
on it.
Defiant has 5 damage on it. Quasar has 1 damage on it.
Yep.
Round 4, a lot of stuff's going to explode here.
I think so. So I think right now Colin's in the lead by a significant, healthy margin.
That's right.
And that I think that's about to change.
If this Kuat goes down, listen,
I mean,
that's 164 points.
Which pretty much evens the score. So
he is first player, so he
we're
better
gonna find
pray
out.
he can get some sort of position to save him.
Agreed. So I say we get back to the overhead view. And
Oh yeah, let us know, does our voice match our mouth?
We are synced, yep. Apparently whatever was wrong, we must have fixed.
I guess restarting everything worked.
Yeah. Kuat's going first.
Okay.
Engineering
He
token.
clears the raid token with his engineering token.
Organizing
What's the
his
command?
damage cards.
Repair command, beautiful.
Can the Kuat even shoot with all those fresh salvo tokens? I don't know. Yeah.
He took a damage card away. He cannot.
So he's now at 8. Can't afford to take a salvo.
No.
So yeah.
It would kill the ship.
Just move. Yeah, I agree.
Now he's probably still in Patriot's Fist range if he is in long.
Yep. In long. So there will be a PF shot.
Oh, Patriot's Fist out the side, and I think he reset swivels. So oh my gosh, this could be the end of this Kuat.
Oh, this could be scary. This can be scary. Now this is going to come down to dice rolls. Engineering on Nova Defiant. Moving some shields right to front, added another one. All right, here's our shot. Going into the Quasar, I believe.
Yeah, he wants to take that Quasar out so it can't activate.
5. It's going into the side of the Quasar. Redirect. Structural damage.
Structural damage. Now there's 3 on the Quasar. Quasar dies.
Quasar goes up in a giant ball of flame. Oh, well, what can we say? We enjoy seeing structural damages here on the channel. The downside is there's currently a separate meta game going on. For every structural damage card pulled, will it be more structural damage card pulled or more cups of coffee that Ken drinks? That's the question.
After this, I think structural damage is pulling pretty far ahead.
I mean, it's now ahead 6-4.
All right, here's that side shot into the Gazanti, which was a big old whiff.
Yeah.
All right, well, now we got to find out, can Vader by himself take out Nova Defiant?
I don't know, Garrett.
If the Kuat gets wiped out by the Patriot Fist shot here, that's a tabling and a sweet 400 points for Joseph.
And right now, you can't scoff at a possible 10-1 victory.
Yeah, this has been a crazy, interesting battle. Very exciting.
Thing is, geez.
Looks like Squadron Command activates. Merrick Steele. We're trying to take out Nova. Burns the redirect off. Merrick. I'm sorry, he exhausted the redirect. Exhausted the redirect, right? Yeah, he's slowing the redirect. One damage.
One damage.
Takes it on the shield. No shields. No shields on the right-hand side. No rear dice arc out of that Gazanti to add to the battle, though. There we go. That's where you need to go. Down between those two obstacles.
Still a close game, but yeah, all you need to do is take down that IST.
Yep, activating the swivels. He's going to pull that black into
We
his
got
Patriot
we got a
Fist sign.
nav, Tykes.
Oh man, Tykes
Confire.
Confire. Here we go.
2 accuracies and a hit. You need another one. Here's
I don't
one.
think Colin has any tokens to lock down at this point. Maybe just a contain, which ain't going to help him with APTs.
Not really, no. Vet Gunners.
Vet Gunners into
for
3 accuracies. Because he doesn't. He Vet Gunners now because he doesn't want to re-roll
re-roll
his
it.
black.
5
accuracies.
accuracies.
Unbelievable.
We have the most
There is no
accurate
way.
shot that I've ever seen.
He's only got one thing left.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
And then,
what?
now here comes the swivels. Now, if it's a double,
Just
that's
a hit.
the 1. I don't know that he can
He
do
has
anything.
I think he has a token.
He does have a token.
He
What-
does.
Oh, what are you going to re-roll?
His hands
though?
are moving.
He's going to... Is he going to...
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Here it comes.
Okay, here we go.
He's praying for that APT.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't get it. Oh my
just
gosh.
The one. Only
Ladies
the
and
one.
gentlemen. No APT.
An accurate single hit.
Wow.
Wow.
5 accuracies.
5 accuracies. Oh my.
Unfreaking
Oh my.
believable.
Oh,
Sloan gets away
Ah.
that slippery fish. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Wow.
Absolute insanity. No way.
I don't have this. I've never been so happy to make 1 damage.
Oh my gosh. This one's gonna go down to the record books.
Well, I think this will definitely be a short when that time comes.
Oh my gosh.
Reverse Sloan.
5 accuracies and a single
and
damage
a single
from a black.
hit, and that was after a vet gunner roll. He should have left the one hit and then rolled in the 2 blue doubles. That would have got it. But
gosh.
oh my! Now, would you have re-rolled the black die, or would you have picked something else?
I would have waited on my vet gunners. I would have waited to
waited?
see what I rolled with my blues, and even maybe my black. All he needed was APTs really and 1 other damage.
Yeah.
All he needed was APTs and 2 natural damage.
We got the odds, an eighth and an eighth and an eighth. 1
Oh.
of 4, 1 of 4. Yeah, what are the odds? 2,700
Oh my gosh.
and 20 to 1.
Here we go.
No. I'm not even sure what shot that was. It was just a squad.
We are bombing
going in.
Nova Defiant. I think Nova Defiant's going to get squadroned here.
Probably. Here's some more.
Here's Vader. Oh my gosh!
Doubles.
2 doubles.
I'm glad I'm not keeping tabs of
Re-rolls it with the evade.
of doubles here.
Wow.
I really hope our audio is synced now.
I know.
I got nothing.
6 whole damage right now.
It's not just this game. The red dice have been coming up accuracies and doubles the entire
Jinden's activating. He's tapping Merrick Steel. He's got a hit. He's going to change it to a crit with his ability. What is he going to spend the accuracy on? Burn the redirect. Re-rolls it with the evade. Who a hit? Takes another damage. He's on 7.
7. That's 1 left then on
That's
the
right.
Nova Defiant. No, wait. That's a PF.
No, it's Nova
It's
Defiant he's
Defiant,
shooting
yeah,
at.
Can he activate one more squadron there with the Cazares or no?
I'm glad these two are friends in real life, let me tell you.
I'm speechless. I think that's the best thing to sit there and say. I am speechless.
I don't think anything that unlucky's happened on stream.
Gozer just running
So,
away.
yeah, we went into the next round. Gozer runs away so he doesn't get shot with Patriot's Fist. Kuat is outside of long range of Patriot's Fist, so it doesn't have to worry. Nova Defiant is stuck where it's at. It's going to ram and die to its own ship.
So we're now sitting here in round 5 then, aren't we?
That's right. That's all she wrote. All right, we're trying to get
Vance
some
going in the front, that's
flacking
one.
done here. B2
B2
adds a die.
adds another die.
2 damage on it. Joseph's trying to pick up any tokens, or any points he can get now.
How are the Separatists doing? They're alive, but they didn't quite kill that ISD.
Unbelievable luck.
Kuat's at what? 9, 8.
Patriot's Fist is trying to chase them down.
It's at 9, yeah.
Who's Vader on this station?
Repair command pulls off more damage cards on the Kuat. Flies away to safety.
Yeah, there goes the Kuat. I
Here
think
he comes.
This is now
Wow.
academic.
Incredible. They're going to kill Nova Defiant. The squadrons are going to finish it.
The question is do the squadrons kill Nova Defiant? Yeah.
Vader, I should say, is going to kill Nova Defiant.
Confire on Nova Defiant. All flak.
All right, see if we can pick up any points here. 1 damage.
1.
B2, another. Confire. 2 damage.
It's 2.
Hey, it kills the TIE Advanced.
That's 1.
What is that, 14 points?
Something like that, yeah. 12.
12 points. Oh, Darth Vader coming to finish the job. Some good flying there.
It's off camera right now. It's on the bottom section there.
I would have killed my own ship and flew it off and not given Vader the pleasure.
Yeah. I'm gonna go back over here just to see.
Colin is profusely apologizing over here.
For the lack of good dice
Oh
rolls.
my gosh. Here he comes. Adept.
There's nothing to start.
Adept 2.
both.
There it is.
4 hit crit.
That does it.
There
Nova's
goes
off
Nova
the board.
Defiant. That changes the count again.
Wow.
So, but I don't think we can. Now running those squadrons away.
Yep. Get him out of flak
I do
range.
not believe PF is going to be capable of taking out that ISD. It needed to do it.
Well, Colin first player. It's all done.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Ken, let's do some points here, huh?
I've got some rough numbers that I think we're at.
So you get what, 396 minus what's left? Which
Pretty
is
sure this is
Patriots
turn
Fist.
5, right, Garrett? So the next turn is going to be pretty much move ships around.
Yep, it's over. Let's see here.
They're setting their dials anyways. Curious to see if Garrett and I have the same math. As we believe we know what the final score is, but at this point we're just watching them finish up their movements.
So I'm showing Colin with 165 MOV. It's a solid 8 right
Tykes,
there.
we're going to go for squadrons. No, ignoring it, just moving PF.
Wow.
I'm still trying to get over that shot with the 5 accuracies.
The 5 accuracies, couldn't re-roll anything into a hit or a crit. Wow.
We're an hour 15 in. Only one other table has finished.
Incredible.
Pair of damage cars pulled off, so now it's going to be harder to take the coup out.
You know, we should have Colin on more often. Every time he's on stream, it's an incredible experience.
That squadrons, there's handshake, there's game.
Wow.
Wow. We're going to wait to get a actual score.
I'm calling it now. I think Colin's
So Mars
going
is going to, once the players finish calculating their scores, we'll verify it against our accounts, and then we'll give you a full final count up.
Yeah.
You know,
Colin's going to day 3.
Here's what we're going to do. While they're calculating scores, I think we should sit there and start seeing if words are coming out of our mouth at the right time.
I guess we can.
So, hey folks, Garrett's just still in shock and awe of Patriot Fist of all things. What swivels?
Oh my
Listen.
gosh.
And yeah, so we have confirmed Solar Corona was.
They just forgot to. It
yeah,
didn't matter. So
forgot.
I guess luck balanced out in Colin's favor.
Really, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, there were a few.
There were. They missed them like twice. I know of.
We are NSYNC. I would prefer not to be NSYNC or InSync or M&Ms or Snickers or any of those other candy things. So,
incredible. I don't know what to say, everybody. Listen,
I mean,
5 accuracies and 1 black hit, and all he needed was to get 2 hits and one of those blacks to be a crit, so that he could do the APTs.
I'm guessing. Oh, here we're getting the score in.
Yep, 279.
279 for Colin.
Yep, we were right. So 165
Yep.
MOV.
114 to Joe.
Oh wow. 8-3.
Wow. Yeah. So 8.
He said he should have got rid of one of those 7. Actually, I don't think that arc was in the Solar Corona. Oh man, I don't know.
I'm going to take this headset off.
Oh yeah, we don't need this.
Do we really need to say anything? I think chat can probably figure out from the one.
I mean,
roll.
listen, Joseph's plan was good, right? He was going to come in. I don't think he wanted his province to die as fast as it did, but his plan was
Probably not.
Patriots Fist had tons of dice to finish off the Kuat.
Yeah.
And it had 2-3 good shots on it.
Yeah.
And the 4th shot completely whiffed. Oh my gosh. And that was even with APTs giving 2 damage from structural damage on the Kuat at the beginning.
Taking 2 accuracies and a hit. Vet gunning that to 3 accuracies. Patriot Fist in another 2 accuracies. And then swiveling in a black single hit. Re-rolling that with the Confire token.
Into a hit.
Into another hit.
He had all the tools to make it happen.
SW7s.
That would have helped.
That would have. So the next time we've got
wow. Well done, Colin.
Yeah.
So he literally needed 2.
Yeah.
It's broke, yeah.
The flip side to that, 3 structural damages rolled this game, or pulled this game, which doubles the number that we've had all tournament. So in one round, we got more than the previous 6.
Yep. All right. Well, Ken, now that we got time, I guess
we got a lot of time before the next one.
Let's talk about some of these other matches that are happening.
You know what? Yeah, let's transition over in the tournament info screen here. We're going to show you what we have. And actually, I should probably, if I was smart, I wouldn't give you that one. I would give you this one. So that's what we're doing. So here we go. We've got...
go to rounds there.
We're going to go to the rounds, yeah. We're going to show you
3.
what we got. Going round 3 here. So this one just finished table 1 with an 8-3 in favor of Colin, right?
Yep.
So Ben and Nick have finished their game. 8-3 in favor of Nick.
Nicholas Brown. So table 2, we've got Reese, who was on stream this morning against Paul, who was on stream yesterday.
Chris, who was on stream Truthiness yesterday.
Yeah. So right now we've got Reese is Onager versus Paul's Victory. So it's Victory 2 on Victory 2 on table 2. I'll be curious to see how that finishes.
Yeah.
Then we've got Adam Newton's Akbar list versus Truthy's Trench Patriots Fist list.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Jason versus Sam. I don't remember what Sam is flying, but Jason Diedrich's our 7 activation Akbar. Man, these top tables are some rough crowds.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Paul Adler here on table 6. He also has a Victory 2 in his fleet. There are 3 Victory 2s on the top 8 tables here.
I kind of want to make a Victory 2 fleet now.
I'm inspired, yeah. Haro. They're all Haro. Let's be honest, okay? First off, it has to be Haro, but
that's fair, but still.
That's a good question. Tournament points. 8 is not max, so it depends on how many points you win by.
Right.
The lowest amount you can get is 1 point. The most amount of points you can get is 10 points. And there's a tier that goes. Like if you win by 59, you get 6 points. If you win by 139, you get 7 points. If you win by 140 and up, you get 8 points. And then there's another tier that gives you 9, another tier that gives you 10. So the harder you win, the more points you get.
Right, and then that's where you get. So as of right now, case in point, we'll look at Nick Brown, who's completed 3 games. He's won all 3 by 6, 6, and 8, so he has 20 tournament points. Max you could possibly get out of 3 games is 30, but that's just not going to happen. Colin here, with he had 2 9s previously, and now we're adding an 8 to his score.
Yeah. Ooh, we got Joe's dad in the chat. I'm so sorry about his dice. You got to get him some new dice for Christmas. That's what he needs.
So now here's the question: did you see the entire stream, and how those dice just horribly failed?
He went from having the game in the bag, to it just slipping through his fingers.
Yeah, this is just, but both Colin and Joe, excellent players, good friends.
Yep.
And they were laughing about it afterwards.
Yes.
Just because of the sheer
absurdity.
of wow. Just wow.
Playing for a decade.
Playing Armada first game. Yeah, Armada came out, was it
2015.
2015, was it like late 2015, right? Like December or something? Spring was
it
it?
Came out. 2015 is when they started rolling out.
Ah.
You want to get in here, Mars? You want to do some talking? You got to witness the game. I'll leave. I'll get out on everyone's face.
Like for whatever reason, I guess Garrett doesn't want to talk anymore. Garrett
Mars
wants
he's sitting here looking interested, all right?
Mars is gonna. So Mars was table side, and all right. What did you see? Because you were right there by the dice tray.
Just the crowd, just in gasp and awe. Everyone around just could not believe it. You guys are jumping up and down. Like it was one of these oh my God moments that just comes out of nowhere. It was a classic Iron Radio moment. Just like almost the double end of Worlds 2023, the double
the
double tabling.
Mutual tabling.
Mutual tabling.
Yeah.
It was that kind of moment right there that you can only capture at Worlds. And thanks to you guys, you were right there and you had the match. And it was that oh my God moment. And unfortunately, it was Colin just got out of jail. He got his Monopoly card and then said, I'm using this, I'm out of here.
The hope now is that Colin can hopefully do well the rest of it and not need that get out of jail card anytime soon.
Yeah.
First of all, you're not going to run across a community chest or chance spot anytime soon and pull another get out of jail card. And he doesn't have $50 anymore to get out of jail.
I think he's going straight to jail after that one.
Yeah, so I mean, this is your once in a lifetime. I'm happy to see one hit and that many accuracies.
Yeah,
so,
he said, I am happy to take this one hit. That's his actual words he said.
And in a way, it's good it was also a black die and a single hit, because could you imagine if that was a crit on a blue die? It'd be another structural damage that got pulled out.
The amount of structural damages in this game too, you must have had some voodoo magic happening.
Well, I was jiggling my
well.
fingers and, doing the Emperor Palpatine thing and we had structural damage. There's a dampening field around the dice tray.
Well, there's that picture of you manipulating dice like Palpatine. Remember that too.
There is. So everyone, I think this is a good place for us to stop. We're going to be back on the air. I think our next round starts at 5 o'clock in the evening, so that's going to be 90 minutes away. So we are going to have a break. But
we need one.
We need one after this game. Garrett and I need to catch our breaths. I need to drink 3 cups of coffee if I want to match up to structural damages pulled on string. But Mars, do you have anything else to add to this? Otherwise, I'm going to close this one out.
I don't know what can beat that, but I'm sure there'll be another great match coming up, and then we've got another 3 matches tomorrow.
3 matches tomorrow. So
yeah. Wow.
4 more streams here on Ion Radio. So thank you guys so much for listening in and watching the streams. We really appreciate it. So final recap, Colin, 279 points. He was our Empire player versus 114, Joe and his TF CIS fleet. So on behalf of the entire Ion Radio crew, I'm Ken, and you've been watching the 2025 Star Wars Armada World Championship here at AdeptiCon, and so long from the Baird Center here in Milwaukee.